let's keep going here on this train, NBA train. Let's talk about Draymond.
No, I almost forgot about that.
Yeah, me too. I almost forgot about it too. But then when you said Steph being the leader, I had the thought of like, yeah, there we go. We need to talk about it.
Yep.
What is he doing? Turn around and just, he needs to go box at this point if he just wants
that
to keep
wouldn't be
hitting
bad,
people.
right?
I feel like he might be a good boxer.
I ain't gonna lie, me too. No bull though.
The wingspan might be crazy.
You feel me?
I don't know what Dre's wingspan is.
It'd have to be kickboxing though, because he done kicked a lot of people too. I'm not gonna lie. He's kicked a lot of people. But to your point, bro, I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to make of that because it's like we all know Draymond to be physical, but now it's getting to the point where I feel like he's taking on a role because the people has kind of influenced that role.
Mm-hmm. I think, yeah.
So it's kind of reached the point to where it's past that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's just affecting his mental. I think, yeah, bro, I think he's just kind of lost sight of like kind of how to be on the court. Like sometimes, you know what I'm saying? You want to assert your dominance so much. I feel like he in a spot that he overcompensates at times.
Yeah.
Not even thinking about it in the moment.
Yeah, for
Feel
sure.
me?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like he's just reacting to certain stuff just a little too crazy, bro. But he's taking time away. What you think?
Do you agree? Yeah, I think it definitely. We haven't seen attitude, or I guess maybe action is the better term. We haven't seen action like that from Draymond, like really ever.
Yeah.
He's kicked some people, but it's been maybe, one time, maybe twice a year. Always around maybe the playoffs, like when it kind of gets
you can get away with it.
Yeah, when it gets down to it, it gets a little chippier. The refs kind of hold that whistle a little bit.
Yeah.
But obviously, you get the situation with Jordan Poole and what happened there, striking a teammate, and it was a strike.
No, for sure.
He went straight down. And then now you come full circle to literally like turning around, just helicopter fisting Nurkic.
No, that was bad. I ain't gonna lie.
Props to Nurkic because he ate it and
he did though.
He got back up. He got back up.
He did.
But like, and even the retaliate, like what he was retaliating to, or I guess I don't know how to say that correctly, but just a hand on the jersey.
Yeah, it wasn't too much.
It wasn't a ton. Maybe he was pushing him a little bit. That's going to happen in the NBA. Everybody knows that. It's a physical game.
Yep.
But to just turn around and just limp wrist, Tyson Fury does that with his gloves. You know what I mean?
Do.
That, I think.
Gypsy King.
I think at this point, it's something that you kind of have to definitely take note of and understand, like, this is an issue. Yeah. Do I agree with them suspending him, indefinitely?
Yep.
They gave Ja 25 games, which, by the way, we need to talk about him too. But
I was just going to bring that up.
But they gave Ja 25 for what? Flashing a firearm?
Yeah.
Multiple times?
Yeah.
I even think 25 for flashing a firearm is a lot.
Me too. I did too.
But I think, and maybe my stance has changed from when it first came out, but I think.
Sorry.
You good over there?
It's go time.
Yeah. I think
wake up.
It's tough for me. I don't know if I would do an indefinite suspension because at the end of the day, maybe at the end of the day, if you suspend him like 50 games, it's as good as an indefinite suspension. But maybe it is better that they talking through it. I guess thinking through it, maybe it is better they indefinitely suspend him because he can come back whenever.
Yeah,
it's kind of up to the league, and he's got to put forth the effort to show that he's changed before he can even think about stepping foot.
That's the key
onto the floor.
Yep.
And so, talking through it, indefinite suspension does make sense. Is it warranted when? I don't. Y'all comment below. I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what people think too. Lainey, what you think? Honestly,
about
Draymond.
Yeah.
Personally, I think he doesn't need to go around just punching people, obviously. Sure. I do think there is some meaning in him stepping away and maybe getting a little bit of space and maybe figuring out where all this anger is coming from.
Yep.
But I also do think there have been some pretty outlandish punishments in my mind. Like, I don't think Josh should have got 25 games either, but that's also just my personal opinion. But I do think it's good for Draymond to maybe step back and reset mentally and maybe start to realize why he is wanting to just punch everybody.
Yeah, and I think I said this too. We kind of talked about this. I guess when it actually happened, that was around what, Black Friday, Thanksgiving time?
Yeah, it's been a while now.
It has been a minute. I did say this. I think he does operate, and when you go from going to a team, getting on a team, climbing your way to the top, and being at the top for a long time.
Mm-hmm. I remember you saying that.
And you start to, somebody else kind of goes a little higher than you, and keeps going a little higher than you. The ball doesn't bounce your way all the time. You don't have as good of a record. You won 73 games 7 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, you get used to that. And so when you don't get that and you don't get what you're used to, not just the 73 games, because they only did that one time, but finals, conference finals.
Yep.
You know, not the play-in, not out of the playoffs.
Right.
Not a 7 seed, 2 seed, 1 seed, 3 seed. When you're not performing to that level, the level that you know you've been at before, I think you operate a lot out of frustration. We see it a lot with our team.
Yep.
You know, Jay and I are coaching, and right now it's not going great, you know, but we're working through it.
Mm-hmm.
But we have a young team who was very successful last year when they played a little, I guess you could say, division lower in JV junior high, stepping into varsity, a lot of them freshmen. They operate a lot out of frustration.
Mm-hmm.
So because things aren't going the way that they're used to going, I think Draymond,
that's a good point,
has operated a lot out of frustration, but I don't think it warrants smoking somebody in the face.
Yeah, like, why are we punching everybody?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Like, you can be angry, that's fine, but, like, let's learn how to not just physically harm somebody when we're mad. Like, I think that's more so the point they're trying to make rather than anything is like, hey, take a deep breath. Like, you don't have to just go around hurting people to hurt people when you're angry. Like, learn how to channel that energy maybe toward playing harder and not stomping on Sabonis's chest. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. There's just little things like that, like, I think that's the point they're trying to make is, like, you can be angry. That's fine. And play hard, but don't punch somebody.
Yeah. Sure. I mean, you can say that about a lot of
Clay
things. Don't
says,
flash a gun.
Sure.
Don't flash a gun on social media. Let's talk about him.
He came back, and the Grizzlies, they done bought in.
Yeah, they went crazy.
In just first 6 games back, how much do you think he's averaging?
Oh, gosh.
Oh,
he's played, number one, he's played 6 games already. That's wild to me. I feel like he just came back like 3 nights ago.
I know, right? Dang, it's been 6 games.
It might only be 4.
Okay. That makes, either way, 4 games is still a lot. I feel like he came back like 3 actual days ago.
Yeah,
where they would have
4. He's played 4 games. How many do you think Jaw's averaging through 4 games?
Probably averaging about 28 points. 28 points. Assists, I don't know. Probably 28, 5, and 5.
28.
Okay.
8.
What?
8 assists.
I didn't think that.
5 rebounds.
I was going to say 6 assists, but I don't.
50% from the field.
Ooh, he getting to the rack though.
Mm-hmm.
Buzzer beater the day you come back
is wild.
Nah, you different though.
Mm-hmm.
Keep the.
You know what he said though?
That's what keep it.
It might as well.
Who gonna stop you?
Yeah, you might as well. Might as well. I didn't got into a little gun kick too. You know,
Yeah,
might
man,
as well.
Look, we all keep a strap.
Yeah,
but I ain't scoring game winners when I come back. You feel me? Like, just saying.
I thought it was pretty funny how he kind of brought it all full circle when they asked him in that post game interview, like, "What did you think?" And he's like, "I called 12," which I think is a little entendre of like called the police.
Mm-hmm.
But his number
is
also
12.
is 12. I think that was cool.
In his first 4 games back, 34 points the first night, 20 the second night, 30 the third night, and 31.
Dude, I didn't know he was diamond like that, though. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was diamond like that.
I didn't either. I didn't think
8 assists.
I didn't think 8. I would have said 6.
That's tough. I was thinking about 5. I didn't know he was diamond quite like that.